Welcome to Scott Slasher World. It's Halloween week and I'm getting you ready with these Halloween recommendations. First up this week are 5 Blu-ray recommendations that I picked out to make your Halloween perfect. So first up, we have the underrated slasher, Silent Madness. This was filmed in 3D. It comes with 3D glasses if you get this Vinegar Syndrome release. Super fun, campy slasher that I had just somehow never seen until recently, until I bought this. I'd never watched it, and it is a highly recommended. I mean, it's hilarious, it's gory, it's got some cool kills. Fade to Black. I love the slip on this Fade to Black. Open this up, it's still sealed. I've got this on VHS, so I've seen this quite a bit through the years. Actually, I have this on VHS and DVD, but when Vinegar Syndrome had their sale last year, I picked this up, and I just kept it still in the shrink. But super fun movie. It goes all the way back to the classics, to like the 80s. That's the best way to describe it. You've got to check out Fade to Black if you've not seen it. The classic Trick or Treat. Now, people back in the day, this was like an underrated gem that people had never heard of. I feel like now it has gotten its due, and if you've not seen it and you love anthologies, this is the perfect Halloween movie for you. The underrated sequel, and my favorite of the Puppet Masters, Puppet Master 2. This one feels like an old monster movie. This one, to me, is the best. It's the funnest. I feel like the puppets are in this one more. Definitely more than the first one. Maybe they're more, I think the puppets are featured more than even in part 3. I really dig Puppet Master 2. And the last movie is a newer movie that I'm gonna recommend, and it's Murder Size. And if you follow my channel, you've seen that I've covered Murder Size before, recently actually, like the last couple weeks. You can find this on all streaming platforms as well, but hilarious movie, fun kills. I really enjoyed the humor in this one. Definitely check this one out. Next up this week are 3 vinyl recommendations. All 3 of these vinyls came from terror-vision.com. I have shown all 3 of these before, but not in the same video. If you want to get into the Halloween spirit and you need some tunes, check these out. First up, Freddy's Nightmares. This is music from the TV series that came out in the 80s. This has got some really good stuff on it. Next up, Unsolved Mysteries. This right here scared me so much as a child, but just putting it on really gets you into, like, if you want to create a spooky, creepy mood, put this on. This right here is amazing. And the last one, and this has just got some really funky tunes on it, is Neon Maniacs. Highly recommend this one too. Check this one out. Next up this week are horror-themed comic books. You can find a lot of these at your local shops. Go to Welcome Back Collectibles or the Cult Shop or Retro Reset. All these places have comic books. They may have some of these you're looking for. You can find these on eBay, but you're gonna pay really high prices for these, especially. We got like the glow-in-the-dark Halloween #1, or this Puppet Masters graphic. What else do we got? We got some Halloween comics in here. There's Halloween #3. I think this is Halloween 3 as well. I can't see. Yes, this is just a different cover. Really cool. We hear some more Halloween comics. Look at that, that's a cool cover. Some more Puppet Master. And finally we have, well no, actually we have Pumpkinhead, which I love these covers. Weirdly enough, I think they only made 2 or 3 of these. I never finished this series. This is 1 of 4. I know I've got 1 and 2, but I don't know if the others were actually ever made. And then lastly, we got this really cool Friday the 13th comic. Go to your local comic shop and see what they got. And you can also find horror figures at your local shops or even like Walmart. Stuff like this amazing looking NECA figure. This is Friday the 13th Part 3. Open that up, and you can even open this and display it as a Halloween decoration. I always keep my stuff usually in the box because the boxes are so beautiful. I've got this nice Friday the 13th Part 5, a New Beginning figure. Open this little guy up. I mean, how cool would that be? You can do yourself like a Halloween mood table by opening these up and setting them up. Like I said, these are so cool that I keep these in the box. I decided to do NECA because you can still find these. Like, I have a bunch of the old like Movie Maniacs that McFarlane, you know, made, but those, I mean, they're so expensive now. It'd be like $100 for each of those usually to find them. We have stuff like this Halloween NECA figure that you can still find. I'm pretty sure 80s Toys of Princeton still has one of these. Here's the also Halloween Kills NECA. This is a cool one. Yeah, go to your local shop and see what they got, and it can really just make your Halloween go that extra mile. That's all for this week in front of the camera. Stay tuned to the end of the video because I'm going to be showing off 5 horror movie DVDs that you'll want to add to your Halloween watch list. Also, before I go, we'll show off these amazing Halloween themed DCs that my wife picked up for me. I love these. And also, before you go, help me grow this channel by giving me a comment, by liking, subscribing, and hitting that bell notification so you never miss a video. All right, so thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. So be sure to add these 5 films to your Halloween watch list as well. First up is the classic, Dead Alive. If you are a gore fan and you've not seen Dead Alive, do yourself a favor and watch it. This film is amazing. Super early Peter Jackson film. Man, this one was firing on all cylinders. Next up is the not slasher classic, but more of a comedy mall classic. This is actually not a slasher movie. Chopping Mall. This is a Jim Wynorski film where the robots get struck by lightning, and then they're like security robots, and they start attacking these kids who have broken into the mall to spend the night and have some fun. Next up is Vamp, starring Grace Jones. This has Dee Dee Pfeiffer in it. This is a fun 80s horror comedy. I highly recommend this one. Love the colors in this movie. It screams 80s, the neon lights. It's so good. A really cool vampire movie. Next up is Return of the Living Dead 3. I think this one gets overlooked because, you know, people love part 1 and part 2. I'm a big fan of part 1, but this one is my second favorite. This Return of the Living Dead 3 is really good. Good Bad Flicks just did a exploring video that I highly recommend you check that out as well, if you've seen the movie. And the last recommendation is Waxwork. I love this Zach Galligan vehicle, as they would say. Has Deborah Foreman in it, Zach Galligan, Dana Ashbrook. This is a classic. I love this one. David Warner's in this one. Highly recommend Waxwork if you've never seen it. And I wish everybody a very happy Halloween.